Reading an hour a day is only 4% of your day. But that 4% will put you at the top of your field within 10 years. Find the time. Future looks bright for those who stay humble. Take some time to sit and reflect on your dream job or the best version of you. If you can walk, talk, hear or see, you have everything it takes to do something big with your life. If someone is winning at a higher level than you are, either lower your expectations to match your work ethic or increase your work ethic to exceed your expectations. If you do neither, you'll be miserable. What it all boils down to is that alignment is the key to fulfillment. Humility has a different meaning to different people. It doesn't mean being a priest, a monk, or a pastor. It simply means you don't know it all. To get better, you must reflect on your mistakes. Only your habits will continue to frustrate you. Your results are a byproduct of your habits. Change your habits. Change 2021. Spend money on experiences instead of things because they last longer. One cannot charm or seduce their way out of lost time. Time has no mercy for those who take it for granted. It's tough to start the next chapter of your life if you keep rereading and reliving the last one. Grab the pen of life and start writing the next one. Don't compare yourself to others you see around you. Get really clear on who you want to be. Everybody talks about, what is the key to success? The key to success is, 2. Marry the right person, save money, work hard, go to school, get a degree, love people, faith, God. You hear so many different things. Years later, I said, the biggest key to success, the difference between successful people and other people is their sequencing. We never feel completely ready for life's big decisions, but in taking the leap, we push ourselves to the next level. You're one bad decision away from setting yourself back years. One bad relationship away from picking up bad habits and mindset. At the same time, you're one great decisions away from changing your life. One great relationship away from picking up great habits and mindset. The entrepreneur has a whole different level of sacrifice, a whole different level of stress, and that's one of the reasons why the entrepreneur respects the entrepreneur. It's like the hidden code. Listen, man, I'm willing to do everything that you're doing, but I didn't put up money. Salute. I respect you. This is why you are number one. I'm number two. And there's that element of respect for one another. The entrepreneur has to be willing to allow an intrapreneur to exist. I've not found one single mutual fund, one single real estate investment, any gold, silver or anything else that has given me higher returns than me investing in myself. Savings give you a lot of strength, flexibility, and control. They are what give you the most powerful answer in the world. The first 2 years of being an entrepreneur will be a roller coaster ride. The goal is to eventually own the roller coaster. Instincts are a byproduct of thousands of hours of mastering your trade. Number 1 rule. Money is a game. You're playing a game. It's that simple. If you look at it as a game, just like anything, you can get better at it, right? The most dangerous unhappy people I've met are those who are both extremely ambitious and extremely lazy. What this combination produces is envy, which is a deadly sin that will make your life a living hell. These are people who think big and want to do something big, but they're not willing to put in the work to earn it. They'll cheat. They'll throw you under the bus. They're constantly looking for shortcuts. And if someone else has what they want, it eats away at their very soul. A talented entrepreneur with bad habits eventually becomes an employee. An average employee with great habits can eventually become a great entrepreneur. Ferrari doesn't advertise on TV because their customers don't watch much of it. The bigger the vision you have, the more important it is for you to think on what type of a team you're going to put around you. The downside is that a person spends $20 to watch that hero instead of being that hero himself. You have room to improve. You can learn from others, including your enemy and allies. The moment you start fighting for something bigger than you, you'll be introduced to a version of you that you've never seen before. If a government can't have a strong military, police, firefighters, public schools, roads, hospitals, etc., with the 33% of taxes they collect, then it's be time to fire who's in charge and replace them with efficient people. Alignment. It's purely alignment. If I'm aligned with my values and principles and my goals and dreams, I'm the most fulfilled, happiest person alive. If you always make the right decision, the safe decision, the one most people make, you will be the same as everyone else. The only difference between the entrepreneur and the intrapreneur is that the entrepreneur puts up the money. That's it. I mean, you have to be patiently aggressive. It's so tough to do because you want your money to double down. Might take 10 years. But if you are willing to do the 10 years, it may double 40 times. You're going to use experiences to become either bitter or better. If you go into 2021 with the same old habits of 2020, you will have the same kind of results that you had in 2020. You may want to be an entrepreneur, but being an intrapreneur may make sense next, right? So this movement of entrepreneur got a lot of people to become entrepreneurs who should have never become entrepreneurs, because they did not experience the element of being an intrapreneur. I had no idea what to do in that moment. All I thought about is, what are my next 5 moves? What do I need to do next? From that moment on, everything I did with business, I would ask myself, what are my next 10, 15 moves? What can I do to be better than this guy? What can I do to be more efficient than him? Everything came down to my next 5 moves. You never know the potential of a contact. You have to know that every contact could take you to someplace that you don't know. It's like a movie. You don't know the next scene, you know? So you can't just assume what that contact is going to lead into. Sometimes the smallest contact can lead into something big. Change will come only when the pain of staying the same is greater than the pain of change. Roger Bannister said his 4 minutes 3.6 seconds mile in 1953 made him realize that the 4-minute mile was not out of reach. Part of daring to achieve the impossible is letting failure motivate you rather than discourage you. He accidentally gets a job. He starts working at ABC. Then he works his way up. Then it's his dream to be a CEO of Disney. Then, he eventually becomes a CEO of Disney. He's the CEO of Disney for 15, 16 years. He ends up closing George Lucas on buying Star Wars, he ends up buying Marvel, he ends up buying Pixar from Steve Jobs, and he ends up buying Fox. His salary was $67 million a year.